On this week's Jack Swarbrick Show, swimmer Frank Dyer joins the program. The senior from New York recently reset the school record in the 1,000 freestyle.
Jack Collinsworth out here with Frank Dyer. Frank, thanks for coming in, hanging out with us, my man.
Thank you for having me.
Just recently broke the 1,000 record, the 1,000-yard record here at Notre Dame. It's a big moment for him. Just kind of take me through and you know, not so much with that specific record, but just tell me the mindset for a big race. What's it like for you going in?
Well, normally it's usually about training up to that race, specifically for the 1,000. I've been kind of focusing on that race for not necessarily that race per se, but that record for the entire year is kind of a stretch goal for me. The 1,000 is not really one of my best events, but it is a freestyle event, which I'm really strong at. So training up, I knew that meet would be my last shot for it, because it's my last dual meet, last time I'll be swimming in that. So the training I've had up to that was primarily just focusing on freestyle and focusing on that longer event. So my coach said my best events are the 200 and 500 free, and to do really well at those I have to swim above and below. So I swim the 50 and the 100 a lot, and then that was a really good time for me in the 1,000, so I was really happy with it. And it's just really just kind of training all elements of the freestyle for that race. So
now my guy Frank here has rewritten the record books really here at the University of Notre Dame, especially for the freestyle. But what changed, you know, as far as your training regiment getting ready for that 1,000? Because I know that record meant a lot to you.
You know, nothing really changed. Nothing really in practice changed. As we train throughout the season, we usually have an invitational in the beginning of December, which we kind of lead up to, and that was really different for us this year because we kind of rested and tapered for that. So I was expecting really good times at that meet, and I was really happy with what I went. And then after that meet, training-wise, into late December and early January, late January, has been pretty rough. So we've been going at it really hard, and I was just really happy that I was able to go a good race during the middle of my hard training, which will hopefully suit well for a couple weeks when we're at ACCs, and I'll be rested, and hopefully I can go a lot faster than when I went. So
absolutely, and nobody trains harder than swimmers. You know, that was really exposed with all the Michael Phelps stuff, and you actually might go on and train at Baltimore.
Yeah.
But just take us through your day here at Notre Dame. What's a training session like? How often do you train a day?
Well, normally we have three to four mornings a week. It's at 6 to 7:30, which sounds terrible, but I'm pretty much used to it by now. So we get up. Normally, like I said, in the middle of our season, we're going through dual meets, and we're pretty much training pretty hard. So it's not like normally we have a meet on Friday afternoon. We'll still have practice Friday morning. So I've been used to the waking up early, going to class, coming back after class to go to practice. And within that, we have weights 3 times a week. But I mean, now I'm so used to it that it's come second nature, but it was definitely something to adjust to when I came here, because in high school I was the kid that practiced 4 times or 5 times a week, and some of my teammates, it's harder at home for them. So. Yeah. Coming here is definitely a huge adjustment, but I'm just used to it by now. So
how's the body holding up, man? Does it take a toll?
You know, it's funny because like my freshman year, I came in and I was just so youthful, I felt like, and weights were kind of just something that was very new to me, but it really came not terribly hard, but it was definitely something that really helped my swimming. And then kind of going through junior and senior year, it's harder to keep the body like fresh. When I'm weightlifting, I can definitely feel it the coming days later that I lift. Like right now my legs are in rough shape because I just lifted yesterday, but freshman year it used to be a lot different than that. So it's holding up fine to answer your question, but no, I can definitely feel the weights. So.
No doubt. And you guys have been tearing up the Big East for a couple of years now. You know, we have 2 championships in your time here at Notre Dame, but now it's time for the ACC. How are things going to be different?
They're going to be very different. So in the in the Big East, it was basically us and Louisville at top every year. And my freshman year, they had just come off a loss the previous year, and we lost my freshman year. So that was kind of something that we all had on our shoulders going into my sophomore year, which was 2012. And then when we won 2012, we were shocked, but we were also very excited and knew that it could carry forward to the next year. So with this year specifically, going to the ACCs, there's not just one team we're going to be battling against. It'll be 5 or 6 really great teams. And I think the best part is that we're kind of the newcomer, and we're not really on the radar for anyone talking about who's going to win. And I really think that it's going to be a bloodbath for whoever wins, it could be so close between first and fifth and sixth. So I'm really excited to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, and this has been a huge time, really, as far as the growth of Notre Dame swimming in your time when you've been here.
Yep.
What are you most proud of as far as that goes in your time?
I mean, there's a lot that I've been proud of being here. I would just say, I mean, my senior year in high school, when my club coach at home was kind of just like, oh, what are the NCAA qualifying guys like at Notre Dame? And I didn't really know what any of that meant. I was just like, oh, I want to go to Notre Dame. I didn't really know what all that meant beyond that. And then when I came here my freshman year, I kind of figured out what all that meant as far as your conference meet and then qualifying on the NCAAs. And I had done that my freshman year. And where I was my freshman year, it was so awesome to make that meet, and I didn't really even notice it at the time, how important it was for the program. And now here I am a senior. Last year we had 9 guys go within 3 years' time. I think that's just something to be really proud of for what our program has said at the national level, and hopefully we'll have more guys than 9 this year. It's hard to tell at this point before your conference meet, but just kind of the progression of really where the team has gone. Both as a group, we've gotten better entirely, and we've also produced a lot of better individual swimmers, and hopefully to score at the national level. So
yeah, and then you'll be a little bit of a seasoned vet, at the NCAA level now.
Yeah,
that give you a little bit of an advantage, maybe.
I thought that it would last year, and it really didn't. Honestly, my sophomore year, I got 4th, and unfortunately last year I kind of went in with the mindset that, oh, I got 27th and then I got 4th. Well, then now I'm going to do better than 4th automatically, and it really wasn't that way. And last year, times got really fast, and unfortunately, I wasn't prepared for it. And this year, I've kind of regrouped and totally changed my mindset. And it's not going to come easy. And once I get there, I know that I'm going to have to swim really hard. So hopefully this year, I can get some of that seasoned veteran, whatever you're talking about, but
that's just a term that means a lot of nothing.
No. I mean, hopefully I know what I'm doing this year. Is what I'm trying to say, because last year was a lot different than what I was expecting, and this year I'm really prepared for it. I think so.
Maybe take a little bit of the nerves out of it, if nothing else.
Yeah.
What about your plans as soon as you get done here at Notre Dame? I know we talked a little bit before we went on air. I don't know if it's set in stone yet.
Yep.
But what are you thinking, after college?
Well, the plan is right now I'm going to go down to Baltimore. And train with a postgraduate group down there, North Baltimore Aquatic Club, which is where Michael Phelps trained.
Exactly, as good as it gets.
Yep. So, and I don't really know how that opportunity fell into my lap, but it did. And I'm going to go down there and just give it my all for the next 2 years, I think, for right now. Just to go down there to be a swimmer and nothing else, and hopefully I'll get some kind of job, but the goal is to swim and to train and to give my best every day for that. So. Any
chance our guy Phelps is coming back?
I don't know. I don't want to say anything because I don't know, but I mean, to train with 18 gold medals every day would be pretty awesome.
Even just having him around would be pretty incredible.
Yeah.
What about inside or outside of the pool? What's been your favorite thing that you've done here at Notre Dame? What's your favorite memory?
Being within the athletic department has been really awesome. I've got to work with Mike Harity and a bunch of the student welfare and development staff, which has been really fun for me because I'm in the Rosenthal Leadership Program and SAC, which is the Student Athletic Advisory Council, and that's just been really fun to get to know different student athletes at school. And I work with some guys on my team are in the group, but also I get to work with some of the best leaders in all the other sports we have here. So that's been really something that I've really enjoyed. I've kind of taken my extracurricular activities and focused them on athletics, and it's been really fun for me to do that, so I really like that.
That's all. Frank, really appreciate you coming in, hanging out with us, my man.
Thank you so much.
Best of luck in everything.